guys, welcome back. So today I figured I would do something a little bit different. I was inspired just by all the smoky eyes that I've been seeing on the internet, and I figured why not? Let's do a smoky eye with some black, some silver, maybe a little bit of pop of color of blue. Obviously, that's why I have a blue background. So I'm really not going to talk a lot. I'm just going to jump right into this tutorial. So if you would like to kind of wing this out with me and see what I kind of come up with as I go, then please keep on watching. So for primer today, I'm going to use the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer. For foundation today, I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. And I'm going to blend this out with the damp Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. Now to color correct under my eyes, I'm going to use the MAC Prep and Prime in Radiant Rose. Now I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And now that we look crazy, let's blend that out with the same beauty sponge. Now to set underneath of my eyes, I'm going to use the Mercier translucent powder. I'm just going to dip my sponge right into the product and place it underneath of my eyes. Now I'm just going to set the rest of my face with the same powder. Since I am going to be going in with more darker colors today, I'm going to assume that I'm going to have some fallout. So I'm going to place some more of this powder underneath of my eyes. That way, whatever fallout I do have, I can just sweep it away with the powder after I'm done. Okay, so now that we look extra effing crazy, let's start with the eyes. I'm going to take the Lorac Pro 2 palette. I don't know if this is the first one or second one. This is a 2. Lorac Pro 2 palette. And I'm going to go in with Snow and place that all over my eyelid all the way up to my brow bone. I'm going to do that using the Morphe M504 brush. Now I'm going to go in with the color Charcoal on a smaller fluffy brush and just place that right into my crease. I want to keep the darker colors below my crease, but I want it to be smoked out and blown out as well. So this way it'll kind of, it's hard to explain, it'll kind of make everything blend evenly and look better than you looking like you got in a fight last night and punched in your face. So keep the dark colors below your crease and the other colors a little bit above your crease, and that way everything will blend well and it'll look flawless. And I'm going to take that charcoal color on a Morphe M330 brush. I'm taking a very small amount to begin with, and that way I can always add color if need be instead of, obviously it's harder to take away, it's easier to add color. So that way, if it does start to look a little crazy, I can always add maybe another color to kind of blend it out, make it blend out better. But just take a small amount at first and just make sure to keep blending and blending and blending. I'm using a very light hand with this. I'm barely touching like my brush to my eyelid, like barely touching it, so that way I can evenly distribute the eyeshadow. So don't press too hard when you're first going in, especially with a dark color. Use a very, very light hand with this. To be honest, I really blended this color out for a good 3 to 4 minutes on both eyes, just going back and forth, adding a little bit more to intensify it and to smoke it out and make sure I'm placing it exactly where I want it on my eyelid. Take your time. It's makeup. If you mess up, wash it off. That's the beauty of makeup. Take your time, blend, 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 and I promise you'll come out with a beautiful smoky eye. So let's go on to the next color. The next color I'm gonna go in with is Makeup Geek's Corrupt. And I wanna place this mainly on the outer part of my eye because I think what I wanna do is place some silver on the inner part of my eye to really just make it pop and give a really bright eye effect. So yeah, I'm gonna take this on the outer part of my eye and smoke it up with the charcoal color that we used, that we just used. Okay, you got it, let's go. And for this color, I'm using a Morphe M433. And as you can see, I don't have a lot of that black on here. I'm just kind of placing it and dabbing it on there and taking my time and making sure I don't take it too high on my eyelid, but I definitely want to give some depth and dimension on the outside of my eye, up into my crease as well. I'm just gonna blend this out with that first fluffy brush we used, the M504, and just make sure that everything is blended and see if I need to add any more of the black or if I need to go in and add any more of that charcoal color to kind of get it to maybe look better. But yeah, this brush has no additional product on it. I'm gonna go in and add a little more Corrupt just to make it a little more intense. You don't have to. I just feel like it needs it. And also I am gonna do a winged liner, so I'm not really worried about bringing it all the way down on my eyelid. So, although if you're not gonna do a winged liner, then yeah, you probably wanna bring it all the way down your eyelid. But for me, I'm gonna be a little bit extra and do a big wing liner. Now I'm going to go back in with that charcoal color and do the same thing we did before and just blend it into my crease. And then again, I'm just going back in with that same M504 brush and just blending those two together again. Now I'm going to take Maybelline's Color Tattoo in the color Silver Spark. I just had to get that right. In the color Silver Spark, and place that right on the inner corners of my eyelid. What I'm going to do with this, instead of actually taking the applicator and placing it on my eye, I just feel like it's too big and it kind of comes out, like a lot of product comes out on the applicator. I'm going to place some on the back of my hand and then take a small brush and just lightly apply it onto my eyelid. I'm gonna do one eyelid and set it with the silver color in the Lorac palette, Pro 2 palette, with my finger or with the brush. But I'm gonna do one eye at a time. And to do this, I'm gonna use the Morphe M508 brush. So I'm gonna pick up a little bit of that Silver Spark Chrome. This is actually an eyeshadow. Just a little bit on it, just like so, and place that on my eyelid. And then I'm gonna take some silver, this silver that's in the palette, and place it over it. To do that, I'm gonna use the E2 from Morphe. Now I'm just gonna go back in with my M433 that I used to place the black on the outer part of my eyelid and just kind of blend the line here so that it isn't so harsh. Now I'm gonna take Snow and place that on my brow bone and my inner corners. Now for the pop of color, I'm gonna take Colourpop's pop of color, Colourpop. Yeah, that's great. I'm gonna take Colourpop shade in Too Shy and place that on my lower lash line. And for my winged liner, I'm gonna use NYX's Matte Liquid Liner in black. Now I'm gonna line my lower waterline with NYX's Electric Blue pencil. Now I'm just gonna dust away the extra powder underneath in my eyes. I'm gonna do my lashes and brows off camera, and actually the lashes I'm gonna be using is the Kiss lashes in number 11. I'm gonna do them off camera and I'll be back. I'm gonna use the Tarteist Lash Paint Mascara for my bottom and top lashes. To contour, I'm gonna use the Morphe M523 brush and my dirty ass Kat Von D palette and take the color Subconscious and put that in the hollows of my cheeks. I'm also going to put some on my forehead, contour my nose with this, and some along my jawline. I'm just going to pinch the brush and use that as my nose contour brush today. For blush, I'm going to use Peach Peak by Show Me Your Cheeks. And I'm going to use my E4 brush by Morphe. Then I'm going to take my MAC 187 stippling brush and just blend everything together. For highlight, I'm going to use Becca Cosmetics Highlight in Pearl. And I'm going to use the Sigma F35 highlighting brush. Now for lips, I really didn't know exactly what I wanted to use. I was kind of leaning back and forth between a couple of colors and just using a nude or just a gloss. I didn't really want to take away from how dramatic the eyes were. So I just decided to use this Este'e Lauder Barely Nude Lip Cream, and I think it'll complement the look very well without taking away from the eyes. And finally, I'm going to spray my face with some NYX Matte Finish Spray. And once your face dries, this look is complete. I really hope that you like what I came up with. It's just something that I thought would be fun to do, especially with a pop of color and blue being my favorite color. So if you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe with my broken nail. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And hopefully I will see you in my next video. Thanks guys, bye.
Okay, I'm losing all my brushes today. Where is my brush?
Now I'm gonna go in with the Tarte.
What the hell?
What?
Where did my brush go?
And now I'm gonna do my winged liner.
Where's my brush? Found ya. Yep, wrong brush.
For highlight, I'm gonna use Becca Cosmetics Shimmering Skin Perfect.
Is there like... There is a leprechaun stealing all my shit.
For highlight, I'm gonna use Becca Cosmetics. What?
Here it is. On my left, just like I thought. Okay.
Now for the pop of color, I'm gonna use Colourpop's Shade Too Shy. Wow, yeah.
Now where'd my mirror go?